I'm so pumped we're talking about this, guys, because anxiety is like one of the hallmarks of our generation. Whether you're a young person today, whether you are going through uni, whether you are starting your first job, or whether you're all the way through to midlife and beyond, anxiety is a defining moment for our generation. And as a community, we're committed to talking about stuff that matters, wrestling with our faith in the everyday. Because here's the thing, if you did all your faith wrestling in 1 hour on a Sunday morning, it would be less than 1% of your life. But we're committed to dealing with 100% of your life, and anxiety is part of that 100%. But before we dive into this super helpful series, I need a pastoral word with you. So this is a series on taming everyday anxiety, but not all anxiety is everyday anxiety. Some anxiety really needs not YouTube level support, but alongside level support, okay? So someone to come along with you on that journey. I mean, the great news is that of all the things that you could deal with in life, anxiety is actually one of the most treatable things. So how do you know if it's just normal everyday anxiety you're dealing with, or if it's something more serious that you really need to get a professional to come work with you alongside? Well, Beyond Blue has some really helpful resources, and you can go Google them and check them out if you want to get a detailed list. But here's the YouTube level edition. So if your anxiety is related to an event, okay, you've got an upcoming exam, or you're in conflict in a relationship, or you're going for a job interview, or you're worried about university selection, or you're worried about finding a partner in life, or you're worried about these kinds of things that are event related, then that's probably everyday anxiety, and all of us go through that kind of stuff. However, if your anxiety is more intrusive than that, you find that it stops you even going out, or you find that it dominates a lot of your thought life all the time, and it's not related to an event, it may be panic related or a phobia, or you feel, or it's related to a trauma event that you've been through, then in those situations you really need to get the help of a professional. Now, some churches are real funny about seeking mental health professionals like psychologists, but we're not funny about that. I'm married to a psychologist. That's how much I believe that it's important that God provides these people to help us unpack our thoughts and work through some stuff together. So if your issue relates to everyday anxiety or more serious clinical anxiety, this series will be helpful to you. But if it's the latter, I really want to encourage you to go see your GP. Like, this is stuff you can really make strides on, but not at DIY YouTube level. You need an alongside. You need a supportive professional and a surrounding community to help you work through this stuff. So with all those disclaimers out of the way, we can make fantastic progress on anxiety. So let's get started and dive in to episode 1.